So the jaw control, the goal is to control this joint, which is called jaw, and to make it rotate. Now you'll see that when I rotate, that is leaving these control curves behind, which is causing a little bit of awkwardness to the mesh. So we're going to have to clean that up. The first thing we're going to do, let me turn the skeleton off, is I'm going to, let's turn that off too. I'm going to take these lower lip controls on both the right and the left side, just like that. Do I have anything else selected? That looks good. I'm going to group them together, and we're going to call this one the lower lip controls group. And I might as well do the same thing with the upper lip. Let's just grab all the upper lip controls and group these together. Not like that. There we go, that's a group node. We'll call this the upper lip controls group. Okay, that should be just fine. So that's not going to solve all of our problems, but it is going to help. So the jaw control that we're going to make is going to use an expression. Just like earlier in the semester, I know we've used these before. I'm going to make a 4-arrow curve. I'm going to call this one jaw underscore CTL. Very important to spell that correctly because with expressions, you need to be very consistent. Now I'm going to take this and stick it in front of the jaw like this. Scale that down so it kind of covers the jaw, and that's going to help people figure out what this is. Okay, let's go ahead, freeze transformations, delete the history, and get started with our expression. So here's my skeleton layer. Let's grab this jaw joint. We're going to rotate Z for starters. Z is up and down. So edit, expressions. I'm going to name this one jaw up down. We're going to start with jaw rotate Z, so I'm just going to take this, copy it, and paste it into the editor. And the thing we're going to set that equal to is going to be jaw underscore CTL dot translate Y. And as we all know from experience, rotate works on a 360-degree scale, which is different from translate, and we're going to compensate for that by multiplying it by, let's say, 5. And that's a random number. You can use any number you want. I'm going to test this out and see if I like it. But that's going to be my jaw up down, and I will say create. So now what's going to happen is I will take this jaw control, and it does indeed rotate the jaw joint, which makes me very happy. So good. Now I have a really good way to test things out. Let's go back into the expression editor. I'm going to filter by expression name, and let's just add a little bit to this expression. Your jaw doesn't only translate one way, even though it feels like it should. You'll always get a little bit of a side-to-side motion. You can decide which way you like best. I kind of like this X here. I think I'm going to go rotate X to translate X. So let's just copy this, and we'll do rotate X to translate X. Let's check this out. I'm going to take this and translate X. It looks like we're going backwards. So we'll multiply by -5. And now that's perfect. So I've only got one direction left. Let's just do it up. Let's do rotate Y, because that's the only one left, to translate Z, because that's the only one left. And now when I translate Z, I'm getting this nice like Popeye getting punched in the jaw kind of motion. You never know, that could come in handy someday. So great, my expression is all done. The last thing I need to do is get all these little controls to follow when the jaw rotates. For that, what I'm going to do is select the jaw joint, and then you remember I made that lower lip control group. I'm going to control select the group node, and I'm going to make a parent constraint with maintain offset. That was easy. The constraint lands on the lip control group. Now if I turn my skeleton layer off so you can see a little better. Oh, look at that. That is just absolutely perfect. And of course, now I can do super fun things like this. Make all these beautiful chewing motions. And I can even dial in some of these lip shapes. Oh, it's so great. This is a wonderful rig so far. Very happy. Let's zero out this. Zero out this. We'll just take this one, make it nice and yellow, and we will call the lower lip control all done.